For today's reports, I have actually just one that I'm going to do, but it took place over a couple of years with two events. That'd be the best way to describe that, and so we'll just get right into it. In December 2011, Siskiyou County, California, it says, the first one is quite simple. A friend and I were hunting bear with hounds in the Grouse Creek area. The dogs would go crazy, so we would let them loose thinking they had bear scent. We let them go 3 times, and they would go out a few hundred yards and immediately return. I didn't say anything to my friend, but just a half-mile or so from where the dogs signaled, I found the front half of what appeared to be a large bear footprint. And I mean bear as in naked foot, not bear as in growly black bear, in a soft bank, 5 toes digging in and an inch or so of pad. It was about 7 inches wide and guaranteed not to be a bear. It doesn't say there, but I'm pretty certain that probably because of the fact that the toes were digging in, he didn't see any of the claws that would indicate that it was a bear. So it doesn't say, but I have a feeling that that's why he says it's guaranteed not to be a bear. And from the same person in February 2013, also up in that area, it says the second one in February 2013 started as a phone call from another fellow hunter at 6 a.m. He was scared and called me because I was the only believer he knew. It was 3 a.m. The temp was around 3 degrees. This was near the Pilgrim Creek Snowmobile Park near McLeod, California. He had called the day before and told me about tracks up a bank he had spotted from his log truck that day he deemed to be from a huge bear and decided to check them out the next day. As he rounded the corner to this spot at 3 a.m. the next morning, he noticed new tracks. He got out of his truck and put a headlamp on. After safety checking his truck, he climbed the bank to follow the tracks. After approximately 25 yards, he saw it. It stepped out from behind a tree no more than 20 feet away. My friend said it was black and gray and blended in with the white for trees it stood next to. He didn't get a facial description other than yellow eyes, and he said he got the immediate feeling that it was pissed and it would hurt him, so he ran and left. Around noon that day, I went to the site thinking he was seeing things. He was not. I followed both sets of tracks as far as I dared. All I had was a cell phone and a small pistol. The tracks were approximately 15 inches long and 6 inches wide. They were in needle litter and duff, but we're clear down to toes and heels and sunk down more than 3 inches average. I weigh 300 pounds with size 12 boots and barely left tracks. I found the tree it hid behind and where my friend stood. It was clear he told the truth. I took many pictures and shared them from my phone before it got destroyed. I could not retrieve them, but there may still be some pics out there. So with this gentleman, for the first event that he had as well, one thing I did want to mention is that, the dogs, they seemed like they weren't as comfortable. They only wanted to go a little bit and then come back. So that's definitely something I think that's worth noting. I almost forgot that on the first one. As for the second one, that is scary. 3 a.m., you get to 25 yards and you see that and it looks like, a very large creature. And he got the immediate feeling that it was angry and that it would hurt him, so he ran and left. That sounds like a very scary encounter. As for his friend's encounter, the thing that I do find interesting is that the reason why he was even in the position to have the encounter is that he was seeing these tracks from his log truck. So when the gentleman that put the report in said that they sunk down by 3 inches average, I think he's not exaggerating. I mean, to be able to see that from a log truck. Well, I hope you enjoyed this report. I found it very interesting, and thank you so much for sharing it with us. And if you want to share your encounter with us, you can go ahead and go to the description, click on the link, go ahead and submit it there, or you can go to squatchable.com and submit it on there. And we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.